Now, there's one thing I see all the time with small-time YouTubers that is preventing their channel from growing, even if they're doing everything else right. Here's how to avoid that. Well, my name is Jay, and for the past 11 years, my wife and I have been running a YouTube-focused media company. We started a YouTube channel over 11 years ago that has gone on to generate almost $2 million in YouTube ad revenue. Now, here's a screenshot of the revenue for that channel. The reason it says $1.3 million and not $2 million is because essentially we signed up with an MCN. All of our revenue data went through them, so it's no longer available on the YouTube studio. If you want to learn more about that and the fact that we lost $80,000 by signing up with them because they went bankrupt, then you can click on the link in the description to go check that video out. But I think it goes without saying that we know how to grow YouTube channels. We don't just run that one YouTube channel. We run 12 active YouTube channels currently in 2025. And not only do we run 12 active YouTube channels, which means we're working on them every single day, we also have between 10 and 15 language channels, which are ran by third-party companies. They essentially take our channels and our content and they upload them in different languages. So we generate anywhere between $30,000 and $70,000 every single month just in YouTube ad revenue. Now, I don't want to hate on other YouTube gurus. I talk about this every time and I understand people are probably just getting tired of it, but there's a lot of YouTube gurus out there that don't run their own YouTube channel apart from the channel that they have, which is helping people run a YouTube channel. In my mind, I don't know if you're in a position to be teaching people how to do something if you haven't done it yourself. I'm not saying this to be big-headed or to, inflate my own ego. I'm just saying this because the things that I talk about in these videos are things that we have done and are doing on a daily basis. We have been full-time YouTubers for almost 11 years. So the stories, the analytics, the screenshots, the lessons learned, all the other bits and pieces involved with YouTube are things we're doing ourselves. So you have full confidence that I'm backing everything that I tell you. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. So you have full confidence that the things that I talk about in these videos are not pulled from AI. I'm not typing in, how do I grow my YouTube channel, and then just reading the script to you to try and make it seem like I know what I'm doing. I'm not reading articles that other people have written. These are all organic things that we do on a daily basis and that we have done with our own channels. And personally, I think that is the best way to teach people if you yourself have essentially mastered it. I don't want to say we've mastered YouTube, but we've been around longer than pretty much anyone else when it comes to creating consistent YouTube channels year after year. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at one of the most common reasons YouTube channels do not grow. Now, if this doesn't apply to you, then that's great, but hopefully you'll still be able to learn something. You'll be able to spot this trend with other channels and hopefully just drop them a message or just help them out along the way, because this happens all the time. So one of the biggest reasons YouTube channels do not grow is they've been going for too long. Now, we see this all the time. Essentially what happens is people will send us their own YouTube channel and they'll say, why is my channel not growing? And they think it's to do with the way that they're coming across on camera. They think it's the script. They think it's the music. They think it's whatever it could be. But most of the time it isn't. And what happens with YouTubers, and especially small-time YouTubers, is they're hypercritical of things they're doing. Now, it's not those things generally that are preventing your channel from growing. And that's the reason why some of the biggest channels in the world are nothing special. They're very, very simple, maybe vlog style, maybe faceless style, whatever it may be. They're super, super simple. Being really unique and having very, very high production isn't a fast ticket to growth on YouTube because, like I said, just look at some of the top creators in the world. They don't do anything special. It's the barrier for entry on YouTube is very, very low. And there's so much variety on YouTube. Your content doesn't need to fit into a specific box in order to work. So when people come to us and they ask for feedback, it's not usually the things they're expecting. A lot of people want us to say your script isn't good enough, your hook isn't good enough, all this kind of stuff. Most of the time, those things are not the reason their channel's not growing. It's because their channel is 10 years old and they've just started uploading again. Now, this isn't confirmed by YouTube, but we've seen it ourselves on channels that we run. If you have a YouTube channel that you created 10 years ago and you stopped uploading, or that channel was just kind of a fun YouTube channel where you were uploading just random videos with no consistency and no desire to grow the YouTube channel, which for most people, that's how YouTube starts. Then you go a couple of years without uploading, maybe you go get a job or you kind of just, things just happen. And then all of a sudden you decide, I want to become a YouTuber again. Most people will log back into that YouTube channel if they're not already logged in. They'll fire it back up and they'll start uploading again on that channel, and they'll maybe rebrand it or they'll change the name or whatnot and they'll start uploading again. Now, what we have seen based on our experience experience. When it comes to the algorithm, which I know is constantly changing, is constantly fresh, but what we have seen is that channel is at the bottom of the pile because it's been going for so long. So what we always advise, if you have a small YouTube channel with a very small following and your videos are just not growing, but you're doing everything right, and you just think, why isn't this working, when it feels like these videos are great and they should be going viral? Not viral, sorry, because that's very hard to do. It feels like these videos should be getting more views than they are. Now, it could just be the fact that you just haven't been doing it for long enough, as in you haven't been uploading videos long enough for them to be picked up, but it could also be the fact that your channel is very old. So take a look at your channel. Did you start that channel from fresh and start uploading with a brand new channel, or did you try and revive a dead channel? Now, there's zero implications with starting a fresh channel, and something that we usually like to see is a channel that tried for a couple of months or a couple of years in the past, a few years ago, and they've stopped, and now they want to get back into YouTube. The worst thing that you can do is start uploading on that channel, because when they upload that first video, most of their subscribers are probably gone anyway, and they're not even probably, they have no interest in that person's content anymore. So they might have a few thousand subs, but it doesn't mean anything. They're not going to get as many views as they think, because those subscribers have no interest in their content. But what will happen is, if they get new viewers, which is unlikely with their first few videos, and even more unlikely if it's such an old channel, when they upload that new video, people click on that video. If they enjoy the video, they're going to go to that person's channel and they're going to see that they haven't uploaded in 2 years. What's the first thing they're going to think? Because I know what I would think. I would think, this person isn't consistent. Are they just going to go another 6 months without uploading, or another year? So I wouldn't be subscribing to a channel like that generally, because I just don't know if they're going to be consistent. However, if they uploaded that first video, the exact same video, on a fresh new channel, and then you found it, you have no expectations of that channel, because there's no history that shows you that they're inconsistent. So why wouldn't you start fresh? And so many people just don't do this. Now, it doesn't always have to apply to every single person, and like I said, what we enjoy seeing is a channel that has tried in the past, it didn't work, and now they want to try it again. Use all those old videos, save them, especially if it's the same kind of content that you're going to be doing with your new channel. Get rid of the channel, start a fresh channel, use those videos as your new content. Not only do you then have a video buffer, but you're not showing people that you're inconsistent, because they have no idea. So just re-upload the videos. Now, what a lot of people do is they don't do that, and they start on a dead channel and they wonder why it's just not working. Like I said, there can be loads of reasons why it's not working. Based on our experience, is one of the most common reasons, and I've never seen anyone talk about this before. We have tried to revive our own channels that we've left for dead for a while, and it's harder to revive them than it is to start fresh. Now, it can be painful to get rid of 5, 10,000 subs, however many you may have, even a few hundred, because that can be nice that you've built up a few hundred subs. You don't want to delete the channel and start from scratch. But over the long term, you're going to be able to build that back up quicker than you are to add new subscribers if it's such an old channel. Based on our experience, there is no benefit from trying to revive a dead channel unless you have a very, very dedicated following, in which case is a different story. Just look at your channel. I think you might have a light bulb moment now, thinking, oh my god, my channel's 5 years old and I haven't uploaded anything, and now I've just started to upload and tried to revive it. Don't bother, just start from scratch, because that could be the reason why your channel isn't growing. Now, like I said, it might not be, and it could be many other reasons, but that's a great starting place. If you've revived a dead channel, you've tried to, and you've uploaded 3 months worth of content on this revived channel, you don't have to delete those videos. You can download them, like I said, start a fresh channel. You now have a few months worth of content ready to go in the bank as a backlog. So if your channel is a few years old and you haven't uploaded, please start a fresh channel. Also, one of the other big reasons why this works, YouTube favor new channels. They will give you a bit of a boost. Now, it might not happen for everyone, but it's easier to grow a brand new fresh channel than it is to revive a dead one, because that dead channel isn't a new YouTube channel in YouTube's eyes. So why are they going to start pushing new videos out if you're not a new creator? Start a fresh channel. You're then a brand new creator. YouTube want to encourage new creators. It makes so much sense. There's no reason why you'd revive a dead channel unless you have a huge following. So if that's you, that could be one of the reasons why your channel hasn't grown as well as you'd like it to. Again, there could be many other reasons, but that's one of the most common reasons that we have seen. That's it for this video. I hope you found some value. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time.